what's up? So, I'm excited for this review today. This is another TV show. I've wanted to see, ever since this TV show got announced, I was so excited to watch it, and it definitely did not disappoint. So, here it is, my Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review. I'm a huge Marvel lover. I've not read any Marvel comics or like DC comics, whatever, so this stuff's, if they like bring up characters in the show I've never like heard of, they're only in the comics, I kind of don't know, but I was so excited because The Avengers is one of my favorite movies. I thought that was probably the best superhero movie out there, so I was excited for this. Alright, let's get started here. I have the episode list here so I can like kind of refresh my memory of what happened. Basically a show, it's after the events of the Avengers, after the Battle of New York, all the Avengers go like their separate ways, and we like go into more of the S.H.I.E.L.D. of point of view of things, and there's this team that's assembled with the main character is Agent Phil Coulson. And if you remember, he was in the Avengers and he died, supposedly. He got stabbed by one of the, I don't know what, some kind of staff, one from the bad guys, and he dies. But no, he did not. He's actually alive in this one. He gets resurrected. And we're like, whoa, how is this happening? And for the whole series, we're kind of like hinted at like what happened, how is he alive, like what the hell, like why is he alive? So I'll get to that later. So he's the boss of this team. Then we have Agent Ward. He's like the really tough, fearless guy. There's Melinda May, who's the badass female agent of the team who has had a rough past. She's known as the Cavalry, and I'm not gonna explain that because that was a long explanation in one episode. But basically, she supposedly single-handedly defeated this whole army, and that was not the case. So she's on there, and she's like totally like sarcastic. She's very silent. Like this is her facial expression. She's like that the whole show, but I love her. Then we have Fitz and Simmons. Fitz is those are the two scientists. Fitz is the Irish scientist, the male one, and then there's Simmons, the British scientist, and they're like the comic relief, I'd say, and they're funny. I like all the characters though. In the beginning, it took a while to get used to all of them because I thought everyone was a little bit off, and like Fitz and Simmons were a little annoying. But by the last episode, I just love them all, and I don't want anything to happen to them in season 2. So that's cool. And then the last one is Skye. She's not part of the team. In the first episode, they're actually trying to like capture her because she's a huge computer hacker. She's great at computers, and she eventually gains their trust and she becomes a part of S.H.I.E.L.D. in like the middle of the season. So I like her. She was really cool. So that's a story, and then it goes along with the events of like all the other Marvel movies that are coming out, and I think that's awesome. I like how they're incorporating all these movies into the show. It just makes it more cool. So you kind of have to see the movies to like, if you watch, I didn't see any of them yet. I haven't seen like for example, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. He plays a huge part, and it like totally changes the storyline of the show in the middle of the season. So you don't have to watch them, but it's good to know. Like I think Thor: The Dark World plays a part, but it's not really that big. So I have the episode list right here. So I'm kind of just like, I'm gonna look at it to refresh my memory of like the major events that happened. So yeah, like in the first few episodes, they go on all these missions and stuff. You got these artifacts, and then in one episode, we're introduced to this girl named Raina. And this whole corporation called Centipede is introduced in Cybertech, and they genetically enhance soldiers, and she's an important part. She's this girl that always wears a flower pattern dress, and she's not in charge of it, but she like recruits the soldiers to be a part of this. So she's a major character on, so that's a big impact. And of course, we see like other characters from the show, like Maria Hill. She's in the Victoria Hands, both of them really big S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Nick Fury makes a little cameo at the end of one of the episodes. It's cool. I like how they incorporate all those big stars into it. No Avenger has showed up though. I'm kind of mad about that. Maybe next season, we'll see. What else? Oh, and then we finally learned what happened to Coulson. Apparently, he didn't want it. They brought him back through this huge technology that like messed with his brain. They like show a scene with like this machine picking at the back of his head, and it was so disturbing. So they fixed something in his brain, and they called him. He keeps saying, "Oh, I went to." Whenever I ask where he's been, he's like, "Oh, I went to Tahiti. It's a magical place." And we learned Tahiti is the name of the program that brought him back to life. So big plot twist there. So it's just really weird. So I'm glad I finally figured that out. And then what else happened? Oh, and then we get some characters from Thor: The Dark World show up. I've not seen any of the Thor movies. I know people always hate me for that. But what's her name? Lady Sif. She shows up in this episode, and she's some Asgardian, so that was cool to see a character from Thor show up. then around episode 16, it's a 22 episode season, things take a huge turn. This is where the events of Captain America: The Winter Soldier show up. I have not seen it, but my coworker told me what happened in it, and this made a lot of sense. It helped me make sense of the show, what happened then. Basically, if you've seen Captain America, Hydra makes a huge reappearance, and basically what happens is S.H.I.E.L.D. gets destroyed, because most of the people in S.H.I.E.L.D. are Hydra, and just shit hits the fan, to put it simply. S.H.I.E.L.D. is gone, the team has to like go in hiding. Agent Ward, who I said he is, oh god, one of the biggest twists in the show, he was Hydra the entire time. He was evil. And I just like, what? Like, and I was mad at him as the entire series went on. I'm like, I can't believe he betrayed everyone. Like, I did not expect him. And then the main villain is John Garrett. That's his name, yeah. Played by Bill Paxton. And he's known as the Clairvoyant because he used all these records and made it look like he was like seeing the future and stuff and like prophesizing everything. So he's the main villain after that. I don't know if John Garrett's in the comics. If you guys know, let me know, because I'd be really interested to know if he is, because he was called the Clairvoyant, and there is no Clairvoyant in the comics. I looked up, but I don't know if John Garrett's in it. God, let me know. So then, like I said, that just totally like changed the entire dynamic of the show and made it much more darker. It was just awesome. I loved that twist. And basically after that, the last few episodes of them just trying to survive in this new world where S.H.I.E.L.D. is not existing anymore. And then we learn Nick Fury has died, but he did not. He is actually alive, and we learn in the I just saw the finale last night, and he is not still alive, and he makes Coulson the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then the series ends like they're gonna rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. Sorry guys. And I thought it was a great show. If you're a Marvel fan, definitely check it out. It's Joss Whedon made it. He made Buffy, he made Firefly, he made Dollhouse, just a bunch of good shows. He directed The Avengers, so he knows what he's doing. So just a great show. Loved it. I can't wait for new Marvel stuff to come. I need to catch up on this. I haven't seen any of the Thor movies. My coworker lent me Captain America, so I'll be probably reviewing that very soon. And then I really want to see what's coming up. I just can't wait for Avengers 2. Let's just say that. That's too long to wait. It's like 2016 is coming out, but it's gonna be epic. And it's going to be interesting to see how the other movies leading up to Avengers and how Avengers 2 is going to incorporate it into Marvel, if it's still here, if it's still on TV, because it got renewed for season 2, but I think it'll stay around for a while. So that's my review. If you love Marvel, check this out. You're going to like it. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.